Welcome back guys to the channel. You're watching the motorized BMX build part 3. If you haven't checked out part 1 and part 2, be sure to check those out first. So in this part we'll be majorly redesigning the frame. We'll also be doing port work, completely painting it, and making a new seat. And I think you guys will enjoy this episode, or video, or part, whatever. So remember, if you're new, hit that subscribe button down below, and also punch that like button for me. So, big news, on September the 8th, I'm going to Redbeard's Garage. He's hosting a meetup in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. September the 8th, guys, I'll be bringing my pit bike, my go-kart, and hopefully my restored car. If any of you would like to come, do let me know. I highly encourage y'all, and it's going to be a fun time. But anyways, with that off our chests, let's get right into the video. In the previous video, I asked y'all on what y'all wanted me to do with the top bar. A lot of people were saying it's not safe. So I read your suggestions, guys, and I really do appreciate them. And here's what I decided to do. So yeah, this I want to put on my bike, but I'm not sure how. So here you can see, guys, we picked up 2 pipes and a piece of cold rolled steel. Now this was a pretty big investment. We paid 42 bucks for just 3 little tubes, I guess. I mean, that's not bad, but it's a lot for me. I'll see you back at the garage. So I went ahead and put the rod inside these things and extended them. I'm thinking it's gonna have to sit probably like that. Basically, the farther we put this back, the easier it is gonna be to wheelie. Surprisingly, guys, the bends turned out really nice. Here's that little piece, and as you can see here, I had the little rod inside, and I've drilled 4 holes total, just so it makes it stronger. That's pretty much what you're supposed to do. So I've notched that pretty good, and I went ahead and notched that. Might be a little bit off, but oh well. We haven't fully welded it, but this thing is strong.
Meanwhile.
So guys, I gotta admit, I haven't touched this bike in like 2 weeks. It's just been collecting Bondo dust and metal shavings in the garage, but we'll clean that up and we'll get right back to it. Well guys, I am really impressed with how it turned out. As you can see, it's already pretty sturdy. I've drilled some holes here and I think that's going to make it look even better. So I put a small little dab of red paint here, and I think that's what I'm going to go with because I'm just super obsessed with this red. So I might have to paint it red or black, who knows. It's going to look awesome nonetheless. Fortunately, rain snuck up on us, so I'm gonna have to work under here. What I'm gonna do now is I gotta disassemble this whole bike. I'm gonna finish welding up the chassis, and then we'll sand it and hopefully paint it today. Well guys, we have completely stripped down this bike. So I'm gonna weld all this stuff up and sand it, make it look pretty. accidentally forgot to record audio, but basically we've gotten everything welded, the two bars, the little side supports, the flanges. We managed to fill in a little dent in the bottom frame right there. And also I went ahead and welded this custom little mount for our tack. Looks kind of fishy right now, but it won't look that bad once we paint it. And here where I'm pointing my finger at, I've actually laid down like 20 washers and welded a bunch of stringers over them so it fuses in nicely. Grinded it down and it looks awesome. Did the same thing on the other side, even though that one didn't turn out as good as the other side. So I decided that wasn't enough support, and so I cut some triangles, and then here I'm the welding. Well guys, I squeezed everything out of those 2 bottles of paint. I did 3 coats and then I did a clear coat. The paint kind of looks matte. I don't know if maybe it was the wrong color, but it just looks way too matte. Like I was expecting it to be glossy, and it turned out matte, even with the clear coat. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Well guys, it's a brand new day. Unfortunately there was some kind of defect in the clear coat or something. Maybe I just sprayed it on too thick, but the paint looked pretty bad. So I took time this morning, completely sanded the whole paint down with some 320 grit, and I've picked the same color red that's on my go-kart. I resprayed it. Looks much better. The paint is finished. It looks really nice. And I'm going to go ahead and assemble it, put it back together off camera so I don't bore y'all out. Okay, I know I said I was going to do this off camera, but I have come up with a really clever solution for a seat. So this is a piece of plywood, and I've drilled the appropriate holes here and there. And as you can see, it is pretty much a direct fit. It slides on. I have an old bench press, so I went ahead and took the foam out of that and the vinyl. We're going to go ahead and make me a seat, and it's going to be epic. I accidentally cut this vinyl too short. This is crazy, guys. My front brakes were so worn, you could actually see metal underneath the brake pads. Well, it's getting later and later in the day, but I managed to pick up some gas, oil, some bolts, the hugest brake pads I've ever seen on a bike. And we're gonna go from this to this. Clouds roll by. This bike is just so comfortable. Brakes work really well. I love it. I love it, guys. This will be my first time riding this bike in over a month. I am so excited, guys. I think it looks amazing. I love the pink, love the blue. It kind of looks like a pit bike, dirt bike hybrid. And this has to be one of my most craziest projects to date. I put a lot of attention to detail in this. I simply did not just slap it together. That's the main reason why it took me a few days to film this video. I wanted to take my time, make sure things are right, so there might be a few little things I might have missed. I definitely need to go around and Loctite the bolts. Got gas in there. It's a 22-to-1 mix. Seat feels really comfortable. The brakes stop really fast. Those Walmart brakes are really, really nice. So if you do own a motorized bicycle, I would suggest you buy those. That way you can run less brakes. You can stop faster. But anyways, guys, let's quit talking and start riding. So guys, if you watched up to this point, highly appreciate. Unfortunately, this is just so much footage crammed into one video, over 2 hours, 3 hours. So in the next part, I'm going to be doing the top speed. I promised I'd install the carburetor in this episode, but I guess we'll do that next one. And maybe we'll install some kind of muffler. So definitely stay on the lookout for that. So if you'd like to contribute to my channel or donate, I have a Patreon link down below, and there's always a donation link. So anything is appreciated. Trying to keep myself paced so I can get a lot of things done. Remember, September 8th is a big day for me, but I'll have to see y'all in the next videos. Stay tuned for more, and peace.